Who are you talking to in that song?
I'm talking to not one person in particular. It's a little bit of talking to like the industry as a whole, I would say, like the music industry, I guess, and a little bit of like just people with opinions, I guess, just like chatter online and kind of things that I saw, even like little dumb things like people confused about me changing my hair color or something. I was like, there's a line in the song where I'm like, I'm still the same girl even if I look a little different, But yeah, there's a lot of like Easter eggs in that song too, like little nods to some lines in my first album, and yeah, I think fans will pick up on a lot of that stuff with that song. It felt like a little gift to them.
You like the record?
Well, yeah. I mean, like she said, there's a lot of Easter eggs. I don't know if I picked up on the ones you're talking about, but I was wondering, like, when you were growing up, were labels trying to say, like, do this or do this? Because you were talking about how you don't need to get naked to sell out shows.
Yeah. So that is a direct Easter egg from Unbreakable Smile, my first album, and the song Unbreakable Smile, where I say, maybe I could sell out shows without taking off my clothes. And this was 2015, my debut album. And at that time, I was just feeling like, okay, I'm doing everything, and I love this music, but something's not clicking. Like, what is it? And I was just feeling this kind of this pressure, I guess, of like, and actually it goes way before that. I think when I was a kid, I was signed at 12 years old. And there was definitely, it wasn't just what I was feeling. There was like a pressure, I think, to look a certain way, dress a certain way. I think as a female, like in the music industry, in mainstream pop music, whatever, there's a certain pressure for sure. I think to look a certain way and maybe be a little more revealing, and I think as a kid, being thrown into that and knowing like that's just not who I am, and I knew that from very young. I was so determined. I was like, this can't be the only element that's missing. Like I should still be able to do what I love and not do that. And it's not that it's even like I'm not even judging anyone who does choose to dress a certain way. It was more that it's more that I wanted to sort of be an example for like for myself as a kid. It would have been great to have somebody to look up to and be like, wow, they're doing it, and it's just like another option. Like you don't have to look like this or dress like this or even like sing about certain things. Like there's another way to do it. So I think when fast forward to 2015, when I was putting out that first album, that's where all of that angst came from. It was like, I've been in this industry for 10 years and it's like finally happening. It was almost like a little bit of like, oh, cool. Like I proved to myself that I can just remain true to who I am, and people will hopefully listen. Seems like they were rocking with me, which is cool. But like there's other people with the same mindset, and so taking it all the way back to Same Girl. Now on this album, I had another one of those moments where I was like, what is not like something is not like not clicking, like what is it? And then I snapped back into that little girl, and I was like, oh my gosh, like there's still that kind of pressure of like, okay, now you've been in this industry, but like what else do you got? Wow us, shock us. Like it's all about like shock factor now, I feel like. Which again, like I don't want this to come off as like judgmental at all, but I think for me it's more just like, oh wait, but like can I just still be myself and like do what I'm doing? Like, is that cool too? And so that's where a lot of those feelings came from Same Girl, was just me kind of saying like, I'm still the same. Like I'm going to stay true to who I've always been, even if I'm having a little more fun with like sounds and my style and whatever, like that, the core of who I am is always going to be the same.
But also do you feel validated in the fact that you were able to stick true to yourself and it's worked?
100%. Yeah, 100%. And I think I'm so grateful. And I think I feel it the most. It's the most tangible for me, like when I'm on tour, like when I'm doing shows, and I can actually physically see, these people singing like all of my lyrics, and that's just the most validating thing. And you could tell like they're resonating with it and whatever they're going through in their life. Like everyone brings their own story to those shows, so it's that's super validating. I think every artist would say that, maybe.